So I am so happy to be here with Dr. Peter Levine, who's the founder of Somatic Experiencing and a very important pioneer in my own life and work. It was his Somatic Experiencing model when I encountered it in 2000, but when I trained extensively, that influenced a lot of the work that I've done in creating the Yoga Psyche method and changed my approach to psychotherapy. And what I'm really excited about here tonight and into my future is to explore with Peter, to engage a open inquiry and dialogue, to discover new things and explore new perspectives. When we're taught somatic experiencing, one of the things that I find so exceptional about the model is that it applies to anything.
Right. That's right. I mean, that's one of the things that we train people from different professional backgrounds. So obviously we train psychotherapists, psychologists, psychiatrists on the one hand, but we also train people who are working in the body field, so physiotherapists, acupuncturists, homeopathists, and then also nurses and educators, because it really applies so broadly. It's not a thing, it's an approach, a different perspective that's applicable to many different professional orientations.
Yeah. And what I found quite unique in the training that I did in your work was that there was an empowerment around it. Not to be
Indeed.
Careless and
Sure.
and not do due diligence, but to go take this approach, right, and apply it and explore.
Yeah.
So maybe as a beginning, when I sat in my training, I immediately experienced somatic experiencing as a spiritual practice. It was like I trained in tantric yoga and tantric Buddhism, and I would listen and do these practices, and I thought it was like an alchemical transformation of the body.
Yeah, I mean, I think clearly it has a spiritual dimension. And ultimately, for me, healing trauma is not about erasing memories or desensitizing, but really is a transformative process. And I think that this really parallels in some ways, or is a portal, maybe best said, to different types of spiritual awakenings and also to spiritual disciplines. So while people come because of their trauma, in learning to really meet their trauma and process it, but not overly process, but to be able to meet it and then to let go, and then to move into a more empowered, more open place.